Hey there guys, and welcome to another Factorio Reddit Weekly. I'm Exterminator, and thank you for joining me today. And as always, we're looking at the top posts for the last week on the subreddit. If you're new to the series or the channel, that's what we do. We look at usually the first page, sometimes a little bit onto the second page, just so we make sure we don't miss anything super good that may be just over the threshold there. And yeah, we just look at it, talk about it. I share my thoughts on it. For those of you who don't browse the subreddit a lot, maybe you can see some cool stuff you would have otherwise missed. So we'll start here. The factory must grow. This is a fan creation propaganda from the Biter Wars. Yeah, like these war posters. So propaganda poster series, the factory must grow. From Unknown Shadows. Send them shells in the artillery. Arm the artillery. Expand the factory. Feed the factory with flying robots for maximum efficiency. Keep the furnaces burning. Maintain high ore levels at all times. This is really, really cool. I really like the art style. They did a good job capturing the message. For some reason, this looks like a mousetrap to me. I know it's a robot, obviously grabbing a container of some sort. I don't know. Maybe I'm insane. But yeah, more of these would be cool. He did consider mining drills at one point. That would be pretty neat, doing a mining drill one. This is really, really cool. Oh, say, this is from Landmine, then. Unknown chat, Landmine. I'm an idiot. I, read this and then didn't notice it was Landmine. Yeah, so Landmine has done a lot of artwork for me before. I've commissioned quite a bit of work from Landmine. He does a fantastic job. This is awesome to see, still making stuff and posting. Really, really awesome to see that. Still watches my videos too, so good job, man. I'm sorry, what? Title Factorio, genre casual. Yeah, not so much. It's not that casual now, is it? Casually addicting, yeah. I just started playing Factorio demo tonight, and holy hit, this game is literally harrowing. Curse that sadistic MF who got me hooked. First hit is free. The demo is free after that, $30. No discounts. Yeah. May cost you a lot more than $30 down the line, though. Only if you quit before Blue Science. Steam is filled with casuals. Yeah. Yeah, the oil, the great filter. Oil really is a great filter. Blue Science, too, which, I mean, kind of involves oil, I suppose. But, yeah. My friend loves landmines. Holy God, 1.9 million landmines, dude. That's insane. Clearly they don't, because those mines are in a box and not fulfilling their dreams. I suppose they're meant to be used, not stored. Yeah. So, basically, it looks like they're storing a ton of stuff in chests. Like, over 2 million iron and copper. Like, over 300,000 steel plate. They're going a little crazy here. This was the next one down. I accidentally opened the engineer's table. I love this. Holy crap. This is obviously a render. Absolutely fantastic. This is entirely in Blender. I love these bottles. Oh my God, this looks so cool. Factorio notes. Let's see if we can read this. It must keep growing. It must keep growing. Train signals equals WTF. Too many lasers equals outage. I hate the neighbors. Bug genocide ideas. Self-loading turrets. Uranium bullets. Self-laying landmines. Nuke firing spider bots. Oh, this is so great. I love this. This is so cool. Desktop background set. Yeah, this is a really cool desktop background, actually. Green science looks delicious. Mountain Dew science. This would actually be a really cool loading screen for my stream or anyone's stream or something. This would be really, really cool actually for that. I'm gonna go ahead and save this. Of course, I won't use it. I wouldn't use it without permission, but just so I don't completely forget about it and can't find it. One of my defense turrets is an absolute beast. Nearly 16,000 kills and what is this? 24 million plus damage. Insane. She makes you wish you could name turrets and make a turret family. Yeah, the naming turrets would be pretty cool. That's insane. That's one of the highest kill and damage numbers I've seen before. Just got my Spidertron figurine. Very nice. I actually showed off on my stream the other day. My dad actually made me one of these. Bit of a different paint job. A little more of a multi-color thing. My dad painted it, but same exact figure, same exact print. Spidertron. This is on Thingiverse, I believe, to 3D print. This is awesome. It's super cool. Yeah. So credit here. I'm not Peter. I'm just gonna say Peter, so I don't totally ruin the name. Also, it's up on their Etsy store. How do you craft 2 fusion reactors in real life? And yeah, here's the Thingiverse file for it. Feels like the Matrix up in here. Yeah, it really does, doesn't it? This is super cool. I love that someone did this. It's actually been out for a while, so quickly as well. CoverX, but it's big brain time. Beacon the heck out of it. Using a wagon, because you can filter the wagons. Ooh, this is super neat. Where does the product leave the factory? My irradiated pockets. Fortunately, I can't connect the wagon to the steering network and enable filter inserters. That's very true. You can add a train state and train station and read the contents. I was gonna say this. You could extend this up, like get rid of move the substation, and then you could add a train in a station and then read the contents there. Looks altogether too manual for me. Needs more automation. Yes. You can do some really cool stuff with items and cargo wagons. Installed some tree mod. Just began new game and I'm already responsible for global catastrophe. Oh dear. What have you done? Look at all these trees. What the hell is this? Look at, oh my god. This is like some alien planet, man. There's spaceship. I mean, it is an alien planet, obviously, but it actually looks like one now. Do your spaceship crash set the forest on fire? That's actually really cool. The mod gives you 100% forested area, so wherever you crash, you always set it on fire. About the fire, not sure would have to try. I haven't thought about it, but this could probably happen in vanilla, right? Except maybe the spawn point is usually not. Yeah, usually it's not in a forested area, the spawn point, but. CoverX setup, literally cheating edition. It's a super long chest there. I use a 27x1 chest and loaders to unload trains. Never have to worry about balancing cargo wagons. It's a bit cheaty, but wagon balancing is just a chore. Interesting. This is like a super long modded chest, it looks like. Calculating the density of Novice. So, I don't understand any of this, but Novice, the planet in Factorio, rotates very fast. 1 day night cycle taking roughly 416.67 seconds. On Earth, centrifugal force from the planet's rotation counteracts gravity by 3%. Novice rotates much faster than Earth, so its gravitational force is countered much more by its centrifugal force. If it spins too fast, objects at the equator will completely overcome gravity and be launched into space due to the previously mentioned feedback loop. Once this process starts, it will result in the entire planet tearing itself apart. Since this has not happened yet, now its gravitational force must be greater than its force at the equator. In conclusion, it's a white dwarf. Pretty interesting. I wouldn't have even thought of trying to calculate that, but it's, of course, someone in the Factorio community did that. Came up with this oval station design. It's new to me. Maybe it's common thought to share it. That looks dangerous. That it like connects directly with the track like that. But having stations, like having part of the station like this be almost a stacker is actually not a bad idea. It can certainly work in some cases. I feel like an idiot for not realizing this sooner. In fact, this game makes me feel like an idiot in a lot of ways. I think I might start a new run tonight. Yeah, don't be hasty. The train's only leaving the direction they came. It's very true. My first Outpost blueprint. I'm proud. Ooh, this is really nice. A circuit outpost we have here. All production needed for it. We have some red circuits here. We have some... Oh, this is actually just a module. Sorry, module outpost, it looks like. Some module 3s right here. Some oil, of course, for everything. Smelting, of course. Looks very much like the Spidertron facility I'm building in my streams lately. Where are the blue circuits? Surely there must be blue. Am I blind? Oh, it's right here. Balloons in with the modules zoomed out. It's actually quite hard to notice. That's a good design. Very nice. Have you considered using coal liquefaction? It's nice and tidy though. Well done. Yeah, coal liquefaction is interesting. I've not really used it much myself. It does have its uses, I suppose. So I wanted to see what a blue belt full of EAT science would take. This is the bus feeding the gray science. Holy crap. So they want a blue belt of EAT science. I believe that's 2,700 science a minute. Feeding with belts. This is just for gray science. One blue belt is, yeah. That's no mean feat. That's a proper mega base. Yeah, I mean, that is definitely a proper mega base. Requirements scale up insanely if you start counting the science by belts. I am low-key planning a 4 blue belt of science base, but I'm fairly confident my CPU memory would melt into the motherboard if I tried that. BBOD, blue belt of death. Oh, instead of blue screen of death, that's hilarious. Yeah, when you start like measuring it in belts, it's insane. The science, like the requirements for high numbers of science. Don't really realize it when you do like bots or trains necessarily. After 2 days and about 6 hours of head scratching, I finally got my first train grid working. This looks pretty good, honestly. This train grid's giving me a headache, man, let me tell you. You do you, but isn't that kind of small for 4 trains? Yeah, also, yeah, this is a little bit small, but I don't have cliff explodes or any bots, so I had to start small. The factory will grow, indeed. Very nice. Well done. Inktober 13. Dune. Have you ever wanted Factorio Cars and other games, for example, Forza Horizon series, Dirt Rally, etc.? Oh man, that's super cool. Or Mojave. It would fit really well in Rocket League along with the Gears of War and Halo cars. I agree, that would be really good in Rocket League. To be looking fresh. I think it might technically be possible to build the Factorio car in Crossout, but it wouldn't be that great of a car in game with only one gun. Yeah. I'm not sure what Crossout is. Sounds cool though. Can I decide to harass her for the win? Factorio Train in logo. Thingiverse. That and that. Very nice. Looks a little warped, but still super cool. This is really cool. I will admit, I'm very disappointed when I saw this was not a Factorio cake. Yes. Fluid wagons would be cool too. There are fluid wagon prints available on Thingiverse, I believe. What to do with trash, you ask? Put it in chests in the middle of the forest. This is what you're saying? In keeping with the environmental unfriendly thing of this game, just dump it into the woods and then nuke it when you need to build over the woods. Yeah, see, exactly. Eventually you'll need to clear those trees, so I guess you just nuke it. Make sure you don't use bots, though, because then the bots are going to adapt to deconstruct the chests and take everything back out of them. I would definitely forget stuff was in there if I did that. The most protected part of my base. Yeah, it's pretty protected. The one little thing that burns wood, it's a very important part of the base, very integral. Even if trash is an important thing, it is very important. That is a good lesson. That's very true. Do you not understand? Please let me know what I'm looking at. Thank you. Yeah, so it requests it's basically just a wood burner. It requests all the wood from the network. You like trash or whatever, put it in the boiler. It burns it, generate electricity, which is basically just an infinite wood burner. I had one of those in my Singapore Space Mega Base because there was just clearing so many trees. There was so much wood. I had like 10 of these or 20 of these. It's a good way to get rid of wood and generate a little extra power. Definitely don't use it as a main power source, though, because you will eventually run out. The biters are not native to Novice, and the engineer is an ecological hero. This ought to be interesting. Study of the facts reveals this truth. The biters are no more natives of Novice than the engineer. There is one simply observable piece of evidence for this. When biters create a nest, they irreversibly alter the terrain where that nest existed. Once there has been a nest anywhere, there will forevermore be a blighted patch of alien filth left behind. There's no way to eradicate this blight. Given the biters' rate of expansion, if they were native to the planet, the entire planet would long since have been covered 100% in blight. Since this is not the case, it must mean that the biters are a recent arrival, much like the engineer. In fact, given that they already have a substantial but not complete foothold on the planet, I believe the engineer has been sent to Novice for the express purpose of restoring the planet to its native state. Were it not for an unfortunate incident in which the engineer's ship crash landed, this task would have been accomplished swiftly and decisively. Instead, the engineer must muster all of his I'm dyslexic, forgive me, prodigious abilities to rebuild his ship and his weaponry, and finally, once and for all exterminate the aliens. The engineer is the only thing that's standing between the biters and the utter destruction of this once healthy ecosystem. The factory must grow so that invaders cannot. This is great, but I'm not like just like throwing this off. Like this is actually a very interesting take on it. The problem is that the engineer is polluting the absolute crap out of the planet. So, still feel like he's doing more harm than good. Yeah, the engineer may not know this. The text in the beginning warns about the natives, right? Maybe the engineer has simply stumbled upon the dastardly plot of an invasive species that has to become the unlikely hero while on the path to going home. Many taking this to mean the biters. I choose to believe and said the engineer is afraid of fish. Oh my god, that's like the best response. The engineer is fish. I mean, he's literally just a suit filled with water and fish swimming inside controlling the suit. The reason eating fish restores your health is because you're not actually eating them, just replacing the ones that died. Spidertron works on the same principle, but only requires one finish due to the reduced mental capacity. What have I stumbled upon in the subreddit? Oh my god. This is hilarious. That is a very interesting take, though. Factorio 1.0, 100% speed run world record by Nefrims, 6 hours and 33 minutes, 0 seconds, all achievements including... Yeah, so this is Nefrim's channel. Huge shout out to Nefrims. Is a beastly speedrunner. For those of you who don't know, a 100% speedrun means completing every single achievement in the game in one playthrough, in one sitting. Like, you know, like you don't save the game and like come back to it the next day. It's all in one go. Like, I'm almost beyond words. Like, that's why I just paused. Okay? Like, there's achievement of launching a rocket in 8 hours, right? That's the, there's no spoon. Isn't that what the achievement is? I don't know. I'm not an achievement hunter. Okay? Me, I would have a difficult time with that. Nefrims did every single achievement in the game, including producing 20 million green circuits in barely over 6.5 hours, guys. I like maybe have purple science started at 6.5 hours. And he's already made 20 million circuits. Like, this is insane. If you want a good watch, definitely watch this. Like, huge shout out to Nefrims. This is insane. 20 mil took me 350 hours. Yeah, exactly. Yes, even Lazy Bastard. Every achievement. Oh man, this is crazy. Scouting with artillery, targeting remote. It's definitely a viable way to scout. I once did that and regretted how my map looked. Yeah, it sounds like you need to shoot enough shells to hit every square. That's a very good solution. Much in the theme with Factorio. Everything must grow. When in doubt, do more. Factorio with low saturation, low brightness, and high contrast can be scary. I'm muting just in case there's some sort of music. This looks horrifying. Oh my lord. This is literally, this reminds me of Pitch Black, the movie with Vin Diesel. This is, and many other horror movies too, I'm sure. This is terrifying. Do this on Death World Rambit map and you're getting close to survival horror game. So I'll be investing in lights immediately. This is cool. That is terrifying. This is what 2.08 gigawatts of nuclear power looks like. Pretty dang nice looking. Look at all these heat pipes. Really, really good design too. It looks good on the map. Looks good in the actual view. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 reactors for slightly over 2 gigawatts. Pretty good. Anything undergrounds for those water lines is mildly upsetting. Oh yeah, mildly. My friend loves landmines redone. Oh, now we're up to 3 million, more than anything else in the base. That's just great. Storing 3 million space lines. What are these people doing? Train isn't being used, and that train may as well be explosive. It's very true. Or maybe, yeah, suggestion for the moderators. It would be fun if there was a once a week show us your blank thread. People, of course, already share pics of parts of their factory that they are proud of or think is unique, but more mundane parts of the factory might go unshared. But what one person finds mundane might be amazing to others. Examples are laboratory, favorite circuit design, blue science factory, crazy spaghetti, power plant. Yeah, this could be community driven, but this is super, this is a good idea. I think this could be some cool stuff shown. Let's just look at like the next 2 posts. 2.4 gigawatts of beautiful nuclear power. So it's basically the same design. What I'm looking at, look at this base over here. Oh my goodness. This is obviously not just a nuclear setup. It's a crazy looking base over there. You have a to-do list, which is cool. That's a mod. 2,500 signs per minute, rail grid megabase details and comments. That's pretty awesome, man. Look at these designs. Whew. All the nuclear over here. This is awesome. Night Elite. There we go, guys. I think that's going to do it for this one. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed some great stuff this week. And a lot of just like fan creations and stuff. Very, very cool. I think that's going to do it. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like. It's much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe if you aren't already to keep up with all the new content that I'm releasing here for Factorio 1.0. And I'd love to hear your thoughts below. As always, I always enjoy reading them. Even if I can't reply to everything, I do read basically every comment. And I think that's going to do it. Until next time, guys, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.